Good morning, sports bettors. Hey, this is Boyd. Day trading sports is starting in the morning. It's what we do here on a morning market watch or market review. And what I'm opening up is the odds jam positive EV page, going through the odds screens, talking about some positions, some ways to get involved and get going in day trading sports. And so what we'll typically do is try to do this right before 7 a.m. Mountain Time. I'm in Denver. We have many sports books. And the reason I do that strategically and specifically is because of Sporttrade. Sporttrade is a betting exchange, and they open up their lines just like the stock market at a particular time. So I'm doing this specifically at this time because I'm up anyway, doing it anyway. And I figured I might as well just kind of film and throw this on there and kind of, hopefully get some tips and some education and some information to help you with your sports betting as well. So if you're in Colorado, I'm going to leave the information below, but make sure you get an account of Sporttrade that just opened up the first part of September. Use BOYDST, BOYDST. If you get signed up, you get some extra benefits. It helps me keep the channel going too. But basically in Colorado, you can use Sporttrade along with all the other sports books. And I go through all the different strategies and all the different books here in Colorado and also over the US. So do kind of a morning market report just to see what the markets are doing, where the lines are going, maybe where they're changing, and hopefully help you out quite a bit. So the first thing we'll do is we'll pop in to the positive EV page and get that going. And I'll open this up in OddsJam. Now, OddsJam is a betting tool. Again, highly recommend you open up an account there, work with them daily, provide content with and for them, try to teach people how to, use the tools. On the left-hand side, you can see, let me make this a little bit bigger, expand this here a bit. That's maybe a little helpful, hopefully. There we go. So again, on your left-hand side here, you see a percentage. The OddsJam software will find in the markets the opportunities that the market leaders, the market makers like Pinnacle, like Bookmaker, like Circa, they will identify where the outlying prices is. And so comparatively, if you flipped a coin, obviously you have a 50-50 shot, but in this case, this is saying you have a 4% edge. So this is a nice edge mathematically, according to the way this is put together with OddsJam to help you find positive expected value best. Now, if you click on this game, it'll open up and show you the other sports books. So it's called the event page, and basically you can go through and kind of see comparatively some of the other books. And so it just opens up. Again, having this live stream on, it's slow, so this doesn't normally it's slow to open up. You can get an idea of kind of what you're going to see when you have the other books. And here's sort of the gist of it. I'm here in Colorado, but it's also saying too that you can get a good value here on FanDuel, but obviously plus 110 is better. Looks like that line may have changed because you can see here they went up to 15. So this might be an outlier price that you could take advantage of as well. So you'd actually go to FanDuel real quick, go to that Kings Utah game and put in a wager that you would want to. In this case, it recommends a $190 wager because of the percent edge. It is a Kelly criterion calculation. So it says, hey, based on a $5,000 budget, you would risk $190. If your budget was say $1,000, it would scale it back and calculate it for you, but this is set up accordingly. I like the market width over here at 30. It's about the max I'd want to go. So in this case, if I was a little bit skeptical about this this market width, and maybe I was a little bit skeptical about the other positions here with the other sports books, I could always put whatever I want in. But in this case, we'll go ahead and follow the plan here, follow the math, and get that one in. So really, this is a process of putting in whatever is available for the day. I mean, you might have 2 or 3 bets, you might have 30 bets, depending on the day, depending on the scale and the slate of games. So you can see here another one has come up at Fliff, and there's just a lot of opportunities that we're going to go through and go down. You can see here, but having this tool for yourself allows you to really take advantage of the markets 24/7. And I'm going to put up here again the information. Just get signed up at OddsJam. It's something that you can do with the QR code up in the corner there. Get yourself scanned in, get yourself an account opened up, um, and again use that Boyd 20. But this is a tool that you can go through. There's just so many wagers and so many bets that you can consider getting into. The player prop bet, I think, is a great opportunity for just getting started. There's some of the DFS sites, the daily fantasy sites, that require you to do 3 and 4 game parlays, and that sounds like it's kind of a tough thing to do. But OddsJam has a player prop or fantasy optimization page that they'll go through and provide really good plays in addition to the positive EV page. So you can see here, nice play at -110 at Betway. Um, the average price is -120. So again, you're buying low. And again, the other market making books are higher. So that's a good sign. Some of these that are the underdog and the other prize picks, things like that, they have a fixed rate or a fixed set of odds. So sometimes you can find some value by comparing what they offer and what they're giving. So again, here's a bunch of selections and a bunch of plays that you definitely can look into. I do want to pop real quick over to the NBA page, the OddsJam odds screen, because this is sort of, again, as I mentioned, the opening of um, the odds for um, Sporttrade, and we're going to actually jump into college football first. We can get this to open up. Again, this is a little slower with the stream, and I apologize. But we'll get this going here and take a look at the college football first. And you can see how things have opened Sporttrade comparatively with best odds. You're going to see them pop up quite a bit. And again, these odds and things are going to be changing as we'll probably see some color, some red and some green opening up what the market's doing. Now you can see here I have several. There's even more. And up at your own sportsbooks, I have 28 selected. Those are the 28 that I use here in Colorado. Obviously, it says if you have 15 or less, the times go a little faster. But these are the ones I've selected just because I want to get data points from certain books. I don't use the offshore, the global sports books, but I do like some of them for their data points and finding out where they're at in their markets. So that's why I have that. But here you can see again the other sports books that we'll attack and we'll use. What the concept here is use the market making sports books and their lines and their odds, and then when you have other outlying sports books that have not caught up or have not updated their lines, their stale lines, this tells us, hey, go to this particular sports book on this particular bet. Here's the odds. Here's the price of what you should get, and go from there. Again, switching back to Sporttrade, though, is what I like about Sporttrade is if things don't go well in the first part of the game and you think you can salvage some of your funds, some of your dollars, and or you can buy up and buy back in for more. So Sporttrade is literally stock exchange meets sports betting. And again, they have a lot of the best odds, the best positions you can take in this. Now, I do want to point out that you want to comparatively look at some of these situations where is really this 18 and a half minus 122. Is it really better than 17 and a half minus 110? So you kind of have to do the analysis to see if it makes sense mathematically. In many of these cases, you're looking at the -2.5 to -3. Is -3 minus 110 is probably not quite as valuable as -2.5 minus 117. So it's about a 12 cents difference there. And as you can see, that's going to light up. You're going to see the pricing changes here in the different bets as the markets change. The markets and the bets are coming in. They're starting to update. And this is again why I do this at this time, is because we're getting accurate real-time data, and then it's really nice to see that. So again, what I want to do is pop over this NBA today. Yesterday NBA opened up, with the Nuggets and the Lakers and Suns. And today we have a very big slate of NBA games, so I thought it'd be kind of interesting to check that out as we try to get this to work. And open it up. But I will switch it over to the NBA here shortly. You will see as this tab is opening up the NBA markets. You're still looking at the college or to the NBA, so you can see that chart. Hopefully, I do have the NFL lines pulled up as well. So it looks like we're struggling here with the changeover. You can see I'm struggling with the opening of this tab for the NBA, and I apologize. Make sure to also to jump on Twitter. I've got trying to put out some reports and some things on Twitter, different updates on Twitter, and also the YouTube page. If you want to jump over to the YouTube channel, do some things there. Here we go with the NBA markets, and we have this set to have the total and the spreads here. Again, you get the best odds, the best lines. Comparatively, what you'll typically find is bookmakers are really sharp NBA bookmakers on a particular side. That to me is basically, where you'd want to be in the market coming in. These markets, you can see when you tap onto a particular game, it'll open up the history, the line history. In this particular situation, it's the Atlanta Hornets. And what's nice is it's going to open up and show us how this market has changed. You can see over here to the right how this is adjusted when it opened up initially and where it's at currently. So here we are, and you can definitely see which direction the odds makers are taking this. So let's scroll all the way down. There's a lot of data here. As you can clearly see, it's going up from 3 to 3.5. That's a key number because in the NBA, certainly that's a one possession turns into a two possession. 3 to 3.5 is a really big deal in the NBA. Going towards the Hawks. One cool thing about Sporttrade is you can see specifically where the money is. In fact, I'm going to open up Sporttrade. I want to look this up to show you what I'm talking about. If we can, hopefully this will open up in time and not be a slow delay. But let me show you what I'm talking about. You can go to the order book. And what's cool about this is I'm going to type in the Atlanta-Charlotte game, and it'll show us it's processing and working here. It'll show us the dollars. So we go in here to the let's see if we can pull up the Hawks Hornets data. Okay, and I'm able to see it here. So there we go. Hopefully you can see it. It's opening up on my other end here, so I apologize. It's very slow, but I do want to just take a quick look at the data if it happens to have it yet.